When we are stripped of our illusions, our pride, all our grand posturing, truth pours light through the cracks of our woundedness. It is only in this moment, and in this space, that we are given a choice whether or not to return to the source of love, who is also our healer, our joy, our hope, and our life. This is the only source who can lead us from darkness to light, from despair to hope, and from death to immortality. It is only from this source from which our original face will be manifested. Your life is a beautiful story, mysterious. Without any doubt, your story reveals that you have been wounded along the way. You've been wounded because you received God's first love through the brokenness of those who reflected that love to you. Your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, grandparents, and so many others. There are people who loved you to a greater or lesser degree, but who were limited because of the wounds of their own lives. Sometimes they loved you in ways that were painful for you. They wounded you, not because they wanted to, but because they are broken people. Within each of us is a kind of deep breakage that is often called original sin. Our parents inherited it, so did you and I. We are each born to love, but we cannot love unconditionally. This is wonderful and terrible. We grow because of it, and we suffer because of it. What is important is that we try to integrate this wondrous and incredible mystery. We have been touched with God's first love through channels that were broken. Through our woundedness, we are ushered into the true experience of that first love. From the desert we continue our journey with Jesus to the mountain of revelation, for it is here that the true entwined human and divine nature of Jesus the Christ is revealed. It is here, too, that our own face is revealed, made in the image of Jesus the Christ. Here on the mountain of revelation we are called to put aside the practice of investigating words and imposing meaning and interpretation on the ineffable experience of that luminal space between our temporal world and that which is transcendent. First we must discard the judgments of the mind that are addicted to its own definitions of what is useful and useless, important and unimportant, to be cherished or to be discarded. Now we release those beloved phrases, glib piety, and slogans that speak to the pretenses of who we are compared to our idols and our scapegoats. When we allow that internal and transcendent light to shine inwards through the cracks of our brokenness, to recognize and resonate with that original light of the Spirit within us, now we will behold our original and true face. We are of the light, but we are not the light, and so we stand in silent and humble contemplation of the eternal, unchanging light of the world. Listen and you will live. Incline the ear of your heart. The word of St. Francis of Assisi in his letter to the entire order are an invitation to listen to Christ, the true wisdom of the Father. This contemplation becomes a way of looking, a way of observing, a way of discovering, and a way of recognizing with the spiritual eyes of faith the real presence of God in this world. External material and bodily appearances become potential means of profoundly seeing and believing the mystery of God. The created world becomes transparent, and thus the traces of God can be recognized in it. The sole premise for our contemplation is spiritual eyes, that is, the ability to see everything with the eyes of the Spirit. Our steps through this Lenten journey will lead us through and beyond death, so that we may become people of the resurrection. Listen, and you will live. The Lord grant you peace.